It's time for another True Power battle where trainers use their absolute best possible teams against each other in a head-to-head match. And today we've got an absolute powerhouse of a battle for a spot in the semi-finals. Last time we saw a wicked match between current Kanto champion Lance facing off against former champion Blue. And between strategy and immense power, it really shook the entire tournament up and showed exactly what it takes to make it to the semi-finals. Now we have a matchup between two incredibly adept trainers for the second last quarterfinal matchup. Giovanni, the leader of Team Rainbow Rocket and former gym leader of Viridian City, versus Sabrina, the current gym leader of Saffron City. If you want to see how we determine their best teams using their actual appearances in the main series games, make sure to check out their True Power episodes. The link will be in the description below. Both of these trainers have a terrifying presence and terrifying teams as well, so let's head to their team previews. Giovanni emerges with his all-star lineup with what is definitely a hyper-offense team. And of course his Mewtwo, which of course we saw in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and a decent mix of special and physical attackers. Sabrina, on the other hand, despite having a mono-type team, does have some good balance, with Slowbro and Wobbuffet forming a defensive core, a tank in Metagross, and some special sweepers like Espeon, Alakazam, and of course her Mewtwo, which we saw her use in the Unova Pokemon World Tournament. Our trainers are now eager and ready to battle, so let's head into the arena to see this unfold. Who will be moving to the semi-finals? Sabrina of Saffron City or Giovanni of Team Rainbow Rocket? Sabrina starting off with the Espeon, a good lead choice for her with that magic bounce of course, whereas Giovanni's going to go in with the Dugtrio. Now Dugtrio does have the arena trap ability, so it looks like Sabrina will not be able to switch out here, and Dugtrio trapping it with the Sucker Punch, doing a huge amount of damage. Super effective damage on that Espeon. Espeon now returning with the Psychic. That should do a huge amount of damage too, but the Dugtrio surviving on 1 HP. It doesn't look to be a Focus Sash either. Wow, what a lucky survival there. Now the Dugtrio should be it. Yes, it just comes back in with the Sucker Punch, being able to take down that Espeon. That Dugtrio is a mean machine, that is for sure, trapping Pokemon and just taking them down. Whereas now Sabrina is going to respond with the Slowbro. Slowbro should be able to tank a Sucker Punch pretty well, but the Dugtrio decides to go for the Stealth Rock instead. A genius play from Giovanni, realizing Sucker Punch won't do much on a physical wall like Slowbro, so deciding just to sack the Dugtrio and make sure to get those Stealth Rocks up. That's going to be crucial as the match goes on. Slowbro being able to take down that Dugtrio with a Scald, of course. Now Giovanni going in with the Kangaskhan. It'll be interesting to see what he has up his sleeve here because, oh, there it is, the Kangaskhanite is on the field. Mega Kangaskhan has arrived on Giovanni's side. Now, Giovanni, of course, is deciding to go with a physical attacker against a physical wall. We'll see what he has planned here, going in with the Fake Out. Now that, you know what, for a weak move on a physical wall like Slowbro, that did a decent amount of damage, a little bit concerning on Sabrina's part here, going in with the Seismic Toss now. That should do some big damage as well. Oh boy, those two hits from Parental Bond ability, of course. Slowbro going with the Scald, Sabrina perhaps hoping for the burn to cripple that Kangaskhan. No burn, it looks like. Oh no, burning on the Kangaskhan is crucial, because this thing, as you're about to see, can do some massive damage. And oh my god, what an impressive move there, taking out a physical wall with a Kangaskhan. Mega Kangaskhan is looking terrifying for Sabrina's team now, but she's responding with an Alakazam, which is the faster Pokemon overall. So we'll have to see what Giovanni plans to do here. It's not like he can switch out into much. But here we go, Mega versus Mega. Mega Alakazam on Sabrina's side of the field. This is an intense and fast-paced battle getting started right away. And the Alakazam's Trace, oh, the Alakazam's Trace ability actually giving it Parental Bond, so it will be able to hit twice every turn on a Mega Alakazam. That is a, oh, genius play from Sabrina. Mega Alakazam taking down Mega Kangaskhan with a Focus Blast. Now Giovanni sending out the Garchomp, perhaps getting a little bit reckless here, just realizing what a position he's in. The Alakazam, Parental Bond, Psychic, are you kidding me? On the Garchomp, 1, 2, the Garchomp survives though, but it does get the special defense drop. Garchomp now gonna have to respond with the Outrage. Giovanni is taking no prisoners, he wants that thing gone, and it does take out the Mega Alakazam. Outrage Garchomp, but Garchomp will be stuck in there now. So Sabrina perhaps recognizing that and going in with the Metagross, which not only does resist Dragon-type moves, of course, but Metagross will be able to respond probably, yes, with the bullet punch, the priority bullet punch on the Garchomp, being able to take it down. That thing was a little bit scary and took down a Parental Bond. I'm still surprised at that. Parental Bond Psychic from a Mega Alakazam. Not doing enough on that Garchomp. Garchomp is a tanky beast. And now Giovanni coming out with the Nidoking, which should be able to outspeed that Metagross, which is why Sabrina is now switching out into the Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet, a very interesting choice here. It is a special wall, so let's see what happens here. Earth Power on the Nidoking, not doing much at all to that Wobbuffet, but it does get 2 turns in a row, of course, because of the switch. Earth Power again doing a decent amount of damage, I suppose, but the special defense drop, that is crucial. Although the Wobbuffet does look to have, I think, a Citrus Berry. Yes, the Citrus Berry, bringing it way up above half again. And now Wobbuffet, one of its only ways of attacking Miracle, but the Nidoking survives on 10 HP. Nidoking now going to be able to get another Earth Power off after that special defense drop. Should do a decent amount. Yeah, that's a decent amount of damage. But of course, Wobbuffet with Shadow Tag ability is going to keep that Nidoking in. Giovanni couldn't have switched anyway. Had to take the Mirror Coat, and it looked like it might have been choiced as well. That Nidoking going down to the Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet pulling off some moves, but Giovanni deciding to respond with a Gyarados. Interesting choice here. It should be able to take down that Wobbuffet, of course, which is why Sabrina's now switching out into the Mewtwo. The Mewtwo has arrived on the field, the legendary Pokemon, whereas Gyarados is going to go with the Dragon Dance. Now, that might have been a genius play from Giovanni, being able to set up on that Wobbuffet, because Wobbuffet can't attack unless the Pokemon attacks itself. But Giovanni going for the Dragon Dance, Sabrina perhaps recognizing that and switching out the Mewtwo. Oh, and a massive amount of damage on the Mewtwo from that Dragon Danced Waterfall, whereas Mewtwo responding with the Psy Strike. Oh, but it's not enough. Oh no, Sabrina is in a very dangerous position here. That Dragon Danced Gyarados is going to pull a whopper here. But Wobbuffet switching back in, she's perhaps sacking the Wobbuffet, realizing she does not want to get Mewtwo to get KO'd here. So sacking the Wobbuffet, it seems. That Gyarados is a very scary threat right here, and it has Moxie! Its attack is going to raise every Pokemon it takes down. This is getting scarier and scarier by the minute. Now Sabrina is sending out the Metagross, perhaps wanting to get that priority off, I suppose. But will it be enough? Metagross, Bullet Punch on the Gyarados. Will it take it out? No! The Gyarados survives on 15 HP! This is dangerous! Gyarados, Earthquake now. It does have a super effective move for the Metagross too. It perhaps could have survived the waterfall. But no, the Metagross going down to the Earthquake now. And this Gyarados is only getting more powerful. Giovanni has had enough. No more, he says. And now Sabrina is stuck with the Mewtwo. The Mewtwo not going to be able to outspeed that Gyarados. This is not looking good at all. Have you ever seen a Mewtwo get KO'd? I haven't. Gyarados, Waterfall on the Mewtwo, taking it down and taking the battle with a massive, massive sweep. That was insane. The Gyarados going absolutely ballistic at the end to take down the rest of Sabrina's team. Sabrina didn't have enough room to work with, really, because that Wobbuffet had been switched in on a Pokemon that can set up, and at that point, Wobbuffet can be really good, but it can also be kind of detrimental if the Pokemon has setup moves, because it can't do anything, so Sabrina had to switch out right away into that Mewtwo, but it just was not enough time, and the Bullet Punch wasn't able to take out the Gyarados. Giovanni, of course, did have his own Mewtwo in waiting, so Giovanni pulling off a really, really good play. Sabrina playing quite strategically, but it just wasn't enough for Giovanni's hyper offense team. Giovanni will be taking the battle 2-0 and moving on to the semifinals. If you guys enjoyed this battle and are looking forward to the rest of the tournament, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss the next matches. Before we go, I'd like to thank the patrons who are making this tournament possible. If you guys want to help further this series' potential and support it, the link to my Patreon page will be in the description below. That's all for this one. This has been SoulSpectre, and I'll see you guys next time for more True Power.